path, ignoring the mainstream of fashion. So now, when light, easy and relaxed best describe the mood of clothing, Westwood puts on a fantasy show starring long dresses with nipped-in waists. She tells me the minute comfort arrives, fashion goes out the door. But apart from her eccentricity, Westwood is a talented and practical designer. And despite all the play acting, she does both dresses and separates that are as functional as any in London.
You know, I've been interested in this idea of a salon and getting intellectual people together. Well, the cafe was the hub of intellectual life as well as social life. I mean, it went together. So that's why it's called Cafe Society. It's particularly the society from about 1900, around then.
You still believe the jacket is the basis of a woman's wardrobe?
It's true. I mean, and in fact, we made jackets out of shirting so that you can wear them as a blouse or a jacket, and it's still quite formal. The shape is really quite fitted, with a lot of interest around the neck, and quite a lot of soft tailoring this time, more feminine.
It's a very, very narrow feminine shape altogether.
My favourite skirt length is the Chanel length that she thought was the best. I mean, some time ago I did long skirts because I hate this mid-thigh skirt. It's supposed to be sexy, but it's not one thing or another, and I hated it so much that in the end we did long skirts. But that's only so that we can go back to this knee length as well. I mean, of course long skirts are still beautiful, but I had rather a lot of those because they were from the time that I wanted to put over.
Do you design all the fabrics? Where do you find them? They're so beautiful.
Well, I always work with very, very basic fabrics, and it is part of my history that I've always been able to treat basic fabrics as well as use them as they are.
And fringe and passementerie.
Yeah. Yeah, luckily we had a lot of fringe left in our studio from a previous collection.
Is that the most fun of the collection, the fabrics?
For me, it's the cut. You have to start with the cut, and a cut has to have a rapport with the body, and the thing that gives me the biggest thrill is my cut, because I do know that I'm carrying on a very important tradition working with the body in terms of cut. What fashion designers do, as far as I'm concerned, is I have such a respect for the past that I only try to do something near to what somebody did in the past, because it was always better, because people had more time and leisure, and you have to have that, because as soon as you start to use the word comfort, then you forget the word fashion.
Why the pale faces?
Because I want